This is sisters Ashley and Angela.
And this is Sister Rooy.
This week, we have our first guest.
Yay!
Everyone can say hi to my first placement from the foster system. Technically, you're my son. This is Caden.
Hey.
Hey.
And he and his brother stayed with me and Justin for quite a bit, but I'm going to let him start it off. So, hi.
Hi, I'm Caden, 17 years old, almost 18, 2 months.
You got to add those 2 months.
Yes.
It's important.
I mean, it's close. You're almost an adult, which is crazy to me.
Although you can't really
crazy.
do anything, like when you're an adult.
You can't.
Well,
what?
at 18, you can't really do anything.
Unless you travel to a different country, maybe.
No, can't you? Can't you buy cigarettes? Don't you dare do it.
Yeah, like, don't, but...
Can you buy cigarettes?
I guess you could.
I don't think so. I know you can buy a lottery ticket, but I'm not too much of a gambler.
You can do the lottery, like the scratch-offs? That's 18?
Yeah.
I've forgotten.
But I've
Or is
been
that
doing it
18
since
in
I've
the
been,
state
like,
you're
4, so...
You what?
Like, my parents said, you use a scratch off, and I scratch it off for them.
Oh. I guess. Anywho, well, do you want to walk everyone through your time in foster care, or like how you came to be with me and Justin?
Yeah, like
Tell
how
us
did
a
you
little-
meet Ashley?
Yeah, tell us a little bit about your background when you first came to our house. You came to our house in 2020, so if you need to go before that, then go ahead.
Well, do you want me to start, like, from the beginning? Should I, like, speed run it?
However you'd like.
Okay. House burnt down, then lived in hotels for a couple years, then got taken away, put into my first foster parent situation.
It was a foster home, not a group home?
Yeah,
the
not a
first
group
one?
home yet.
Okay.
Then another foster home, and then a group home, and then one more foster home that we only stayed for like 3 days. And then we got back with our parents, then we got taken away, and then we went to a group home again, and we stayed there for a good, little while. And then we came to you guys.
So 3 foster homes before seeing Ashley, and then 2 group homes.
Yep.
In a nutshell.
The pandemic happened during my second group home.
Yes, because
So-
we got you during the pandemic.
Yeah.
I always forget that happened during the pandemic. When you guys were saying, oh, we're learning about becoming foster parents.
So to give everyone a little bit of a background of Justin and I becoming foster parents, because I don't think I've gone into too much detail about it, Justin pretty much had a dream.
Here we are back to dreams.
Yeah, this man and his dreams. He had a dream. He woke up and he told me that he wanted to foster kids. And I was like, okay, let's do it. Let's look into it. And I don't even know, a week or 2 maybe, I made all the calls, found out what I needed to do to get licensed. And we got licensed over the summer of 2020. So I was not working a lot because I was in hotels, and the pandemic had started at that point, because pandemic was March 2020? Ish. And so, again,
When things really started shutting down. Yeah.
yeah. So all of our courses were on Zoom, and very different experience, I think, than what it should be.
Would that have been an in-person class
Yes.
originally?
And I don't know if they've gone back since then to doing it in person, but I hope so, because I feel like you can connect with other people and build a community better that way.
Yeah.
But over the summer, we got licensed, and I told my job I'm going to take a step down. And I think my last day was August 2020, and we got the call the last week of August. Maybe met you guys, or maybe said yes already. And you were in our house and moved in by Labor Day weekend, September 2020.
So with that, what did you think meeting Ashley and Justin for the first time?
We pulled up, and from my experience, mansion.
Oh yeah, because you're pulling up to their house.
Yeah, I'm pulling up to
And
their
it's-
house,
yeah.
and
Well,
I'm
the
like,
large houses in your neighborhood.
Yes, our
in
neighborhood
general.
has large houses.
Mansion.
So I pull, walk out, and my brother, well, I'm way more nervous than my brother.
We were told that you were the one to win over I don't know what they told you or if you felt like you had any pull, but they said, like, Caden is the one that you're going to have to convince.
Yeah.
And I really don't think you had that much pull, even though they probably told you did. Because, honestly, you were a kid. But we were doing, like, a meet and greet to see if we flowed.
Yeah. Because I don't like change.
Yeah.
So they were like, we're going to try to, like, put you in another home. And I was like, well, no. But yeah, then we went to you guys, and I remember we walk up to the door, and then you open the door, and like you try to like stop one of the cats from like getting out, and you're like, hi, and I just see you and like this messy bun, cat hair all over you, sweatpants, funny cat shirt.
Sounds about right.
Cat hair everywhere.
It's probably girly for everyone listening who wanted to get out.
I was going to say girly.
And then that wasn't like con or negative or like it made me like
I was relatable?
Yeah. Then we walked in, beautiful house. And then And then we start talking. And then like we just start talking about ourselves, but then like midway through, we kind of like split up, and I go with you and Justin goes with Wyatt.
Yes.
You take me upstairs to this like projector room, and I was like, this is so cool. And then we 1v1'd in Call of Duty, and he kind of destroyed me.
Kind of, I probably did.
And I was like, you're really good at this. And then you felt bad, so we had to switch it to Fall Guys, which like, just came out.
I love Fall Guys.
I've gotten Angela to play Fall Guys with me. It's a good one.
It's
Sister
so much
introduced
fun.
me to that. I do not play video games. But anyway.
Then we kind of met back up, and Wyatt's just like ecstatic because Justin was pretty much giving him a whole bunch of stuff. And he just gets so excited. He's like, so you're going to adopt us? And I just got so embarrassed and like cringed. I was like, I'm so sorry.
Oh, I mean, Wyatt at that age definitely probably didn't understand
Oh, no.
what was happening as much.
And I was just like, maybe. Because Justin was like, well, if like you guys would have us, then like, yeah, we would love to foster you guys. And I was like, maybe, guys. I don't know.
Playing hard to get.
A couple days pass, and it's like, well, no, you don't have a choice.
Okay, yeah.
And I was like, okay, well, not the worst.
You felt better. Yeah, you felt okay about it regardless. Real quick, so this was also Ashley and Justin's first time really talking to some foster kids, or had you also, even for a couple of days, had a foster kid come to your house?
Yes, this was our first time talking to any kid. This was literally the first call that we got, and they were like, how do you feel about potentially taking 2 preteen brothers?
So were you nervous too, like going into the conversation and all of that?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So did you even feel that, Caden,
Oh.
when they were talking to you?
Yeah, well, because like, but that's meeting kind of like anyone.
Yeah.
And I usually kind of just gravitate towards, I guess, females in general. So I was way like, yeah, no, Ashley.
Ashley's cool.
Yeah, I know that they said you were close with your mom, and so they were, I think they, not warned, that's a bad word, but they warned me that you might gravitate toward me during the first meeting.
Mm-hmm.
And then I feel like Wyatt will just gravitate toward anybody. But yeah, I mean, he did well with Justin.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then we moved in, and I had all my stuff. You guys helped me put up all my, like, print out, like, paper images that I called posters.
Hey, you made your room your room.
Oh, yeah, I'm very expressive. Because the next day, I don't know what came in me. I don't know what I was trying to do. But we sleep over the night, and we stay there, and it's early in the morning. I wake up, and I got in this clown suit from my birthday.
You owned a clown suit from your birthday.
I was a weird kid, man. I was a real weird kid.
What kid isn't weird, honestly?
But then, yeah, I put on my clown suit, did all my makeup,
You did all your makeup.
I put on my tie. I put on my button nose, hair. Like, I was a clown.
Was Wyatt helping you?
No, he was asleep. Everyone in that house was asleep. But me.
So you're awake, and I'm like, I'm putting on my clown suit.
And, like, I go downstairs, and I sit on the couch, and I just wait for, like, a good, like, 2 hours.
God.
And then Justin just walks downstairs, like, hey, bud. I'm like, hey.
I think I remember you peeking inside of our bedroom door to see if we were awake.
Wearing the clown
And
suit?
I saw little Caden in a clown suit, which was kind of terrifying. And
I think I might
have warned Justin, and I don't know if I told him, to go first. But I was like, I think I saw Caden in a clown suit.
I'm so sorry.
Though, it was the one and only time. And, yeah, you don't even know why you did it?
I guess, like, I wanted to show you my clown suit.
It was a lovely clown.
No, yeah, but, yeah, and that's the thing, too, like, my makeup was good. Like, I was a clown.
You knew he was a clown.
Oh, you definitely knew he was a clown. There's a photo. Do you still like clowns?
Yeah, actually, I'm not scared of clowns. I mean,
Would you dress up as a clown today?
why not? Why not?
Clowns are one of those really, like, you either love them and you think they're funny, or they freak you out.
Don't get me wrong,
Some
like
are
Pennywise
kind of
is scary.
terrifying.
But, I don't know.
Well,
Well.
Caden likes scary things and scary movies.
Well, okay, so let's take it back. So, because one reason, just so our listeners know, why we really are fortunate and wanted to ask you, Caden, to come onto our podcast was because you have a very unique insight into the foster world. And personally, with Ashley and Justin going through the foster community and what they had to do, it was news to me, a lot of the things that they had to go through and learn, and it was fascinating. So we really just wanted our listeners to also kind of have a viewpoint into the world, even though I know it's not the same experience for everyone in the foster system. But I do think it was really cool that you got a brother duo with Ashley and Justin, and we got to learn over a span of over 2 years with you guys being with them. But I guess, is there anything off the top that you can kind of think of related to the fosterhood that you think is like not completely understood, or that you would want people to know about?
Group homes are awful. Like, they're like kids should not be like that. Should, like, because it's just a whole bunch of troubled kids and with bad backgrounds put into it. Like, and they're all, and that's the thing, they're all kids or preteens or teens.
So explain, are group homes, do they have a cap of how many kids are there, or are there a certain amount of, like, what do you call them? Chaperones, for lack of a better word, like the staff who's managing them, caretakers of proportion, to how many kids are there?
It's weird because the two that I've been in, they were different. One was co-ed and one wasn't.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I would have thought, personally, they were all co-ed, so I didn't know that they were...
Me too.
I'm sure they split you guys, though.
Yeah.
And
you as brothers, you were split?
No.
Oh,
like
the female Gmail.
Yeah,
female Gmail. That's a new one. Female male. I know my genders, guys.
And they separated you by age, I'm assuming.
No, actually.
Did you have, like, 5-year-olds with you?
Yeah.
Okay.
We had really young.
Wow.
Yeah, we had, like, really, like, young. But, of course, like, infants and, like, toddlers. Like, they were, like, in, like, a separate little thing. But, like, ages, like, 5 or and up.
Did they have toddlers and infants in group homes?
Yeah.
I've never really thought about that. We've always been told that newborns and younger children are often placed in homes faster than teenagers, which is also why we were very much so okay with taking preteens to teenagers. Not necessarily expected to take 2 right off the bat, but we did tell them that we were looking for older kids just because we knew that they were not placed with families as often or as easily.
Well, yeah, because with, like, the toddlers and, like, the younger kids and, like, even infants, like, the building, like, they were in, it was more of, like, a waiting room. Like, they didn't really have, like, their own place. Because when kids came in, they'd be put in first to, like, this, like, I guess, like, waiting, living house thing. And that's where, like, infants and, like, the toddlers would stay. Because they wouldn't stay long.
Yeah. It was probably just a place that they would go to while they tried to find a placement.
Yeah.
Mm. What about you, sister? What would you say for the foster community that was kind of shocking or that you would want others to know?
That could be a whole episode by itself.
We can pause that. Or you could give a highlight, a teaser.
I mean, just the system is so broken. Literally every place you look. If you look at the court systems or the turnover for workers. Like, how many people did you have as your caseworker throughout your time in foster care?
Oh my God, it switched every month.
And it was so difficult just to get anything done because the turnover was crazy. And you'd think it was because of the pandemic, but I mean, since we were in this foster world for 5 years, we've asked questions for people who have been in it longer, and it's always been this way. So that was always so frustrating with working with literally anybody on your case. But as you had said earlier,
like just now.
No, as you said a couple minutes ago, it is very rare for siblings to stay together in the foster system. They try to keep them together, but they're often split up. And since you and your brother were fortunate to stay together, do you think you are fortunate enough that you guys were able to stay together?
Oh, well, yeah, of course.
Okay.
Like, I love Wyatt to death. He's my brother.
Well, that's good. I love him too. Even though he had moments, but I mean, we all had moments.
There are always sib moments.
Oh,
even
yes.
with you, sister.
It was weird. Like, because when we first came to, like, live with you guys, I was the one that was, like, very, like, I don't care, whatever. Like, this, like, ball of hate.
Oh, yes. I do. Yeah, we would talk about that sometimes. Even with you now, we've talked about that. I feel like how you were more... Your walls were down. Mm-hmm. And as time went on, your walls lifted and Wyatt's walls came down. Or, I don't think I said that right.
I was like, yeah. I'm trying to understand your metaphor.
I said it wrong, and both of you caught it.
My walls were more, like, up.
Yes.
And, like, I was way more defensive, where Wyatt, like, at the beginning was like, yes, I love you.
Yes.
But then over time, I was way more like, no, yeah, like, this is great. I love you guys. All that sappy stuff. And then Wyatt got more, like, I guess worse. I don't want to say that, but...
Yeah.
He started to learn and gain experience, probably, I guess.
He had his difficult moments, and he was rough around the edges. But we all, like you said, we all love each other. And here's the thing with families. They can fight hard, but they can love hard, too.
So true.
It is.
Glad you agree.
I know, because we would get out this, like, huge fight, and, like, I'll just, like, sit there in my room, and I'm just like, hate them. But then, like, not even, like, the next morning, like, it'd be like, I guess it's all fine.
Was it because of their parenting styles?
Yeah, their parenting styles are very different.
So that makes me want to ask, how would you describe Ashley's and Justin's parenting style?
Well, Justin, love Justin, but he's a pushover a bit, and he gives in a lot, which definitely, like, wins Wyatt's heart, like, any, like, day of the week.
It wins everybody's heart because he is with everyone, including our own children.
Where Ashley was more of, like, I guess, the man.
In a traditional sense.
More strict.
Yeah.
Strict, yes.
Yeah.
And guys, let me just be honest. Justin is more motherly and I am more fatherly. In the traditional sense. But also in the sense of, like, home ownership. I am typically the person fixing things.
Yes, Ashley is the fixer-upper.
Handyman.
With the tools.
Yeah. I mean, Justin's making all the
Man
money,
tools.
so that's fine. But I am the one that you find refurnishing or refurbishing furniture or hanging the curtains, hanging things on walls.
Find her with a drill in the hand.
Yeah.
I remember you redid like the whole entire like bathroom while you were pregnant, and I was like,
I did redo your guys' bathroom, I think at like 11 weeks pregnant with Ace.
I remember looking at the options. Yep. So that makes sense. Our listeners might not have known that. I would have assumed that's how Ashley would have been, even.
Yeah, I'm the one that is always punishing. I mean, Justin will punish, but he also gives in very easily.
yeah, like
I will hold my ground.
Yeah. They need it. Discipline is good.
we
and
needed
each
it.
relationship too needs it. There's a balance for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good cop, bad cop. There are times though where I'm like, can I be the good cop and you be the bad cop?
What time? Like, was there like a time specifically?
With you guys?
Yeah.
That I wanted to be good cop. I'm sure there were, but I can't really think of any. I remember. I couldn't tell you what you guys were fighting about, but I do remember you both coming home from some shopping trip to the mall, or you were guys were out for the day, and I can't remember. You both came in just fuming mad at each other. And I just remember I was completely calm, and I diffused the situation, and even Justin in that moment was like, I don't even know how Ashley's being this calm right now, and she's doing freaking fantastic with the way she's dealing with both of us right now. And I was like, I am pretty proud of myself in the way I'm handling this. And it was something so stupid, and I think that's why.
Oh no, I was like, I was just like trying to pick a fight, as I do.
You do like to pick a fight.
Yeah.
I really diffused the situation, and I felt pretty proud of myself. I will say one of my favorite times, that's a weird thing to say because it was while we were fighting, me and you, Caden. But I do remember I was yelling at you for something, and I think I was like cleaning the kitchen or something as we were fighting. It was around bedtime, I think, and you stomped up the stairs and yelled down to me, F you! But like the actual words. And all I said up the stairs was, Caden! And you just responded, I know, Ashley, my phone will be on your bed.
I remember you telling me this story.
And I was like, he knows his punishment, and I'm going to let it go. And you went and put everything on my bed.
Oh, I remember because I was like, well, I digged myself this grave. I guess I'm going to bury myself.
You really,
I got my Xbox cord.
You put everything. It wasn't even just your phone. You put, your Xbox, probably controller or cord or something.
PC.
And, I mean, you immediately responded and was like, I know!
Because I knew
Everything
right when I said
will be
it.
on your bed. And again, favorite was a weird word, but I was like, that's a
super
funny time.
memorable.
And I couldn't tell you, again, what it was about.
I could understand why it's a favorite moment, though, because your, I guess, consistency in how you punished. You knew what to expect, and it was like he acknowledged I did something I shouldn't have, and kind of self-disciplined yourself there.
I was just so angry in the moment. I'm like, I have to say it. I know it's worth it. It's worth it.
I was gonna say, did you find it worth it? So glad you thought it was worth it. Yeah, there are worse things, I guess, for that than yelling F you.
Right.
Yeah, for sure.
But I did want to ask if there were a favorite moment or an obvious, like, this was the worst moment. Not that we would need to go into terrible details, but do you have a favorite moment, Caden?
We were like play arguing. Like we weren't like arguing, but like we were just bantering.
Me and you, or you and Justin, or all of us.
It was mostly me and you, but like Justin was like on the sidelines.
Okay.
And like I was like, oh yeah, what if I call DCF? And you were just like, how are you gonna call DCF? You don't even know their number. 1-800-DCF. I just kept
that.
laughing hysterically. But other things that I just love doing is I just like loved running little errands with you and just like spending like the whole entire like weekend day just like going out. There was like one day where like we like had to go to like check the fire extinguishers.
Okay. Something you have to do for the foster system when you're getting licensed is you need to have fire extinguishers on hand, like legit ones, and they need to be inspected every year. So this is probably we're renewing our license because you have to renew them every year. And if you have placements, you have to, like kiddos in your home, then you have to keep up with these things yearly. So must have been doing that.
Oh, and also, every time I had any doctor's appointment, dentist appointment, I would pray that you would take me. Because then we would...
Really?
Because then we would always get McDonald's or, like, Wendy's. And she's like, I have to wake up this early. I guess we're getting a Wendy's.
That's funny.
Justin, I guess, would probably laugh at that because of my McDonald's or fast food addiction.
Oh my, there was this one time where like, we were coming home from the dentist and my whole entire mouth was numb. And like, I was just like, I was playing with my mouth, even like, you should never do that. Like, don't ever do that. But I was.
You're numbed up. If you're numbed up, don't.
Well, was it the first time you ever had your mouth numb from the dentist?
Oh,
or?
No.
Oh, okay. Okay. Because then I could understand you're feeling it, and it is weird if it was the first time, but never mind, it wasn't the first time.
But she just looks back at me and she's like, Caden, you're bleeding. because apparently I bit off like this huge part of like my cheek and like I just had blood dripping down. And then I was like, I can't go to school because I couldn't talk, right?
Oh,
yeah, it was at the end of the day. It did take longer than expected. And I was like, I'm taking you home. You will be useless at school.
And then, like, for like a month, I couldn't eat like anything, like, because it would burn.
I have super sensitive teeth.
Oh, me too. I don't like ice in my stuff. I think that's why I enjoy tea.
I have a soda addiction, pop addiction. Whatever, wherever you are, soda pop. I love it all.
Or is it really
Coke,
caffeine?
cola?
You know, I do like the coffee, but I also
Or anxiety
really
in a cup.
like. Yes, I've been calling it anxiety in a cup. But I also do like a soda. If I would get my option, it would be a soda.
Soda.
I don't drink coffee, so soda over coffee every day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and also just going on coffee runs with you. Because Justin would never go to coffee. But we would always go to Starbucks.
Okay, well, did you have a worst memory with Ashley that you just want to throw out there to the universe?
Least favorite?
Well, you would punish me. So obviously, like, I would
The
get mad at
punishment.
you, like, so much more. And there was this one time, there was this one time you were playing Call of Duty. Like, you were playing Call of Duty, and the door was closed, and like, I just remember just, like, pointing out the door, mouthing awful things.
You were like, without me knowing?
Yeah, because the door was closed, and you had help, like, and, like, I was just sitting, like, in the dark, like, just, like, mouthing awful things.
That's comical.
Ashley was mouthing awful things?
No, like...
Oh,
like,
you were.
He was.
Yeah.
Without me knowing.
But, like, I don't know. We don't, like, have, like, awful moments.
Yeah, no.
That's
Like,
good.
nothing big.
Yeah.
There was only one, which I don't know if you would say was like your least favorite. It was just kind of a turning point, I think, with your relationship with at least Justin, was when I asked you to vacuum and you straight up told me no. And there was a whole conversation around that. And I think, I don't know what turned a switch in your brain, but then from then on, you were not difficult.
Disobedient. And just, like, straight up just wanted to say no just to say no.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because Justin was like, Caden, go vacuum. And I was like, okay.
Vacuum.
And Justin is like not a scary guy, but he scared you in that moment.
Because I never saw him scary.
That's true. That's true.
Like, I never saw him, like, yell. And I was like, well, I don't know what to do, so I guess I'm vacuuming. And I did. I vacuumed the entire up, down, left, right.
Diagonally. Nice.
Is there anything that you would have done differently just throughout your whole time in the foster system? It doesn't have to be at our house, but if it is at our house, then...
I can't say it without crying.
Oh, no.
So
Don't make me cry.
So
I'm here for it.
At the end of, like, when, like, I knew that I was going to go to Aunt Leah's, and, like, I knew that I was going to Aunt Leah's, and, like, that was that. So I became, like, very, like, distant. Yeah, and just more distant. And it was
you
like,
kind of reverted back to your old ways a little bit from when you first came.
And when Aunt Leah finally came to, like, pick us up, I remember just, like, going to, like, the blue chair when, like, you guys were talking and everything, and just, like, not wanting to, like, see you guys, and crying.
Aww.
But then, like, the last, like, second where it's like, because you guys were leaving for a trip or something.
Yeah, it was very rushed.
So then I was just like...
Yeah,
because we were driving to Alabama, and she was able to come pick you guys up around Thanksgiving, and we were driving to Angela's for Thanksgiving in Alabama, and you guys were going with Leah no matter what to either go for a week for just, like, break, or to stay, and it ended up that because nothing is ever quick, yeah, or answered in the system, we waited for everything to go through to transfer you guys to your aunt for over a year. I feel like it was a long process, and it was mostly just sitting on someone's desk, frustratingly. And so, of course, like, during this break, it just happened so fast. And then it was like the court order approved everything, and it was like you guys were approved to go and just stay. And so we weren't expecting it to be that quick either. And it was so crazy because you guys had a flight to catch, and then we were driving 10 hours to go see you guys in Alabama.
Yeah, that was stressful, I remember, because we were always checking in with... how's it going with the progress? Like, we just were waiting to see if there was any type of update, half expecting there never to be an update. And then all of a sudden, there were updates.
And they were just like, they're gone.
Yeah, I can understand that you would start to feel distant. Because, again, no one likes change. And it reminds me of when people are going off to college or something. They start arguing or something, or just, shutting down. So...
But, yeah, I do remember you were being distant, and we had, like, a sit-down conversation with you in your bedroom, and we were like, why are you pushing us away? We are here to stay in your life, and here we are.
Here we are.
Yeah, proof. Because you do check in, and you do visit, which is cool.
Yeah, like 3 years later, because, it would have been over
insane.
2 years that you were with us, and now it's 2025, so.
But, yeah, I remember just, like... not wanting, almost like not like believing that, like, oh my god, wait, they're about to leave. So, like, I was just like sitting like on like the blue couch. I just like sitting like the lens, and it was like, why are you sitting there? And then you guys like were like, okay, bye. And then right when you left the door, I started crying down.
I mean, I would have cried too if I were you.
Yeah, I think honestly. We were all like crying.
You all probably cried that day.
Yeah, we were like crying on our way out of town in our little car. But yeah, we had you come visit, and we're still here forever.
Yeah, but something I would do differently was I wouldn't be like, I wouldn't have been like so distant and like put more trust in like, well, yeah, like I would talk to you guys again, and like it wouldn't be like, well, this is it.
Yeah, I understand where you were coming from too, just based off of your past history. You know, people going in and out of your life.
Oh,
so
yeah.
you had a reason to feel the way you felt, obviously.
For sure.
But hopefully we've proved that we're different.
Yeah.
Is there anything that you would want other foster kids to know going through it and now kind of being through the other side, because you and your brother were officially adopted by your aunt? And so now you have your cousins and your aunt, but, like, you know, you're still a family, essentially, so...
Having hope, I guess.
Do you still stay in touch with some kids that, like, are in either foster homes or groups? No? Nope. Not at all?
Because I couldn't shut my mouth. I always had something to say. And then that resulted in me getting a lot of fights and me Game I beaten a lot, but then I still wouldn't shut my mouth. They'd be like literally fighting me, and like I'd still say something because I always had to have the last word.
But weren't they also attacking Wyatt?
Oh, they attacked Wyatt this one time. That wasn't good.
Wasn't good for them because you then retaliated.
Yeah, but then I got my butt whooped. So
defending your brother though.
Hey man, I was a pretty fat kid, so I couldn't do too much.
Yeah, but you were defending your brother.
You mentioned that you were a larger kid. And I knew you said that was one of the positives, I think, or you wanted to bring up of being with Ashley and Justin.
Oh, just how much I changed in general. Because, like, when I went to you guys, I couldn't read fully. I couldn't write. I couldn't spell. Like I was basically illiterate.
Yeah.
And I was just really, like, a fat kid. Because, I was, like, with, like, my parents. We stayed in motels. Cheapest options, fast food.
Yeah.
So, I was a really fat kid. And then when we came here, you guys, like, basically, like, started from square one, getting us, like, third grader books, and then fourth grade. Like, we basically, like, it was weird. It was like I did, like, 6 years of schooling in 2 years. And then on top of that, also going to, like, the gym and just, like, getting on that grind. As the kids say.
Well,
as the kids say? Or was that a Justin? Just kidding.
I think Justin probably gets it from the kids. Justin's trying to fit in there. But not only were you guys going to the gym with Justin, but we were also eating at home and doing good meals. I mean, our biggest battle that we probably shouldn't have picked, if you haven't, like, hashtag pick your battles, guys, especially if you have kids. And we decided to pick the battle Wyatt eating vegetables, and we just shouldn't have. But, yeah, you guys, I mean, definitely ate healthier than when you were living in motels.
Yeah, but even I remember seeing pictures of when there was the first kind of full family photo of you guys when you first arrived.
Mm-hmm.
And then later on, some of the pictures, definitely obvious changes, for sure.
How did you feel whenever we had other foster kids placed with us? Because we did temporary placements with a couple of other kids while you were here.
I'm a very jealous person. Very, very jealous person.
Okay.
I can't tell you how many times. I'm a very jealous, emotional person. So anytime, like, I see another kid and then, like, it's like, I don't know, feeling, like, replaced almost.
Okay. I can get that.
Yeah. But then it was like, well, I'm here for 2 years, you're here for a week. So,
okay.
it was like, okay. But then some kids would stay a bit longer, and it's like, what's going on here?
Okay.
But, like, I'm still your favorite, so, like, it's okay. And, like, I have to tell myself, or else I'll lose it.
So how did you feel when we told you that we were pregnant with Ace?
Oh, amazing.
And by we, I mean I.
Because it wasn't another kid. Like, it was a baby. So, like, that was, like, also okay. Like, it wasn't, like, taking my role.
Okay.
And also, well, like, it's Ace. It was Ace. Like, and it was your baby. You know what I mean?
So you were happy and excited?
Yeah.
Like, how did you feel when we told you?
Oh, my God. I was ecstatic. I was literally up, like, your A-word the entire time you were pregnant. And
Caden was so interested in my pregnancy with Ace and my body.
I remember you saying this, like, because you would encourage and you asked questions.
Yeah,
like,
you asked.
Oh, I would always check on like, that app with you all the time.
Yeah, we did all of the wives' tale testing to see what the gender was going to be. And once we found out, we looked to see if any of them were right. And I remember when we brought Ace home, you kind of kept a distance a little bit because he was probably, like, so small, and you were just like, what do I do with this thing?
Oh, and I was freaking out about you. I was like, actually, like,
almost
scared
died.
you were. Yeah, I was like, oh my God, is Ashley gonna die and Justin's gonna become a single parent? And then you were like bedridden for like 2 weeks.
Yeah, it was rough for that delivery, but I'm out on the other side okay. And I do remember I had COVID at one point, and one of my favorite times, I think I had snuck down to just get water or something refilled because Justin had stepped out and you were watching Ace, and I just remember you were on the couch with Ace, and it was just so wholesome, and I was like, he's such a good big older brother. And you were super helpful with Ace, and Ace loves you, and now I have Sam, and I was even, like I told Angela today, right before she came over to record this episode, Sam was just like enamored by you all day, just like looking at you and super content, and you're just a natural when it comes to babies.
Totally. I don't think I expected that because you also holding Zach. I was like, I'm not even worried.
Yeah, you are just like magnet. You're like, give me the baby, I will hold the baby.
Yeah, it's obvious you love the babies. But so before you met Ace, had you been around babies before?
No, actually.
Oh, okay.
But like
Well, that's cool.
But when it comes to like little kids in general,
You were always good, because even with our friends' kids, you were always good with playing with the little kids.
and I think maybe that's like just like older brother in general
Maybe,
with
yeah.
like Wyatt. So it's just like like it's Wyatt but younger. And I was more of like I guess a mama's boy. So like I guess like
You feel like you're more nurturing?
yeah.
Okay.
I can see it. I can.
So, speaking of you being really good with babies, would you ever consider fostering or adopting in your adulthood as you're soon entering into those years, since you said you're turning 18 soon? Not that you do it this quickly or
Turn
this
18.
soon.
Yeah, we don't recommend becoming 18 and a father right away.
Yeah.
Well, of course, because I want a kid. I want a kid. And I would probably have to adopt or foster or anything. Because is it like the surrogate? Like when like I find like a woman to like carry my kid?
Yes.
I don't like that.
You don't like a surrogate?
No.
Okay.
Because then it's like, well, that's our baby. Like, you know? And like I wouldn't want that to be like a thing between me and my husband to be like, well, technically that's my kid. Because
Okay.
I'm jealous. And like if that was my husband's kid, I would definitely feel
What
some
if your
type of way.
husband isn't jealous, and then would you use your sperm as a donor?
No, because then that's my kid. It's like, why are you carrying my kid?
Okay.
And also, I'm a foster child, so it's like, well, yeah, I might help out.
Yes,
So
more
you do
foster
feel-
parents needed.
So you do feel like you would foster?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
And then, obviously, you said that you would definitely adopt.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome. You definitely should, because, like I said, you're bomb with babies.
I know. I know.
And I haven't even been around you a ton, and I'm like, yeah, I agree.
Oh my god. We just went through like your entire...
So, it's always a fun time telling everyone I went from being a mom to no kids, to a mom of 2 teen boys, to a mom of 2 teen boys and a baby, to then just a baby to toddler years, because then you guys left to your aunts. And now I'm back at being a mom of 2. And I was just telling Justin the other day, I have always told him, and I think I told you this the other day, Angela, that when we first met, I told Justin that I wanted 4 kids.
Oh, yeah.
And Justin was like, heck no. But because we come from a family of 4 kids, I was like, I want a nice family of 6 as well. And then I had Ace, and I was like, I'm probably good with 2. And I just thought that God has a funny way of of showing you. Because technically, I have 4 kids. Because I still consider you and Wyatt my 2 babies. And then now I have Ace and Sam. And
It all works out.
and boy mom for life.
Totally.
I did.
You are a boy mom.
She's such a boy.
She's such a boy mom.
I did have foster daughters in and out a little bit, but yeah, we had more boys in our home than girls.
So, I guess I also want to know, instead of the kid perspective or aspect, what would you say to those who are considering fostering? Is there anything that you would suggest to them?
It's not for everyone. It's definitely not for everyone. Because you're basically, like, meeting this, like, random person and saying, hey, I'm gonna take care of you. And to be honest, I just feel like it's better to, like, if you can't, like, go through it all, then just don't do it at all. Because that can mess the kid up even more. Going from, like, home to home. Which happened to me and my brother a lot.
Yeah.
But
going through it all, what do you mean? Like, from,
like, well, like, someone could take us in and be like, I can't do this. This is too much. And then, like...
Okay.
And then that's kind of, like, made us feel, like, unwanted.
Right. Yeah.
But just patience, really. And sometimes kids are. Sometimes kids just are nightmares.
Yeah. And, I mean, you've also probably had more experiences that are kind of negative. Like,
Oh, yeah.
that you have to handle and heal from and deal with, you know?
Because they're in the foster care system for a reason.
Right. Yeah.
And going back to what I said earlier with the system being so broken,
Right.
a lot of it is also broken in terms of the help that kids need, or even the medications they need, whether it's medications, therapies, all these systems in place. I don't know. I just felt like it was either overdone or underdone, and there was no middle ground, and it was just frustrating. I don't know if any of that made sense.
No, yeah.
No, it made
Yeah.
sense. So, I guess my last question just around the foster system is just what would you suggest for improvements? It's like, based off of what I heard always from Ashley was the inefficiencies and turnover. If some of that could be fixed, I mean, it would save a lot of headaches. I felt like you guys had to fight a lot to...
Yes, if you are a caretaker, foster parent, you have to advocate, and that takes a lot of time. Especially because the caregivers, the caseworkers sometimes don't even answer right away either.
Or they don't even know what's happening in the case because they were just assigned.
Because of the turnover. Yeah, super frustrating.
Well, there were a lot of enlightening moments just for me being on the outside to learn what my sister was going through.
Yes, Angela, would you ever consider being a foster parent?
I'd consider, but definitely no, it is not my time right now. That is
I mean, you got
how
two
I put it.
kids.
I know, yeah. With having a newborn, I've definitely thought about it and brought it up with Jake. But I know we are just, right now, definitely not at a point where we know we would do it anytime soon. So I think if the kids are older, it would be then that I think about it. I'm definitely not someone who's like, absolutely not, I'd say.
Yeah. Justin and I did let our license expire, but I think we'll do it once Ace and Sam are older, and we'll definitely open our home back up when we are older parents, which will also be interesting to see how we've changed navigating Sam and Ace growing up to the time that we got you guys. Because I think I mentioned it in another episode with Angela that there were definitely some things I would have done differently. But again, just because I was a first-time mom to 2 teenage boys.
So we know that you don't have a biological sister, but who would you consider your sister Rooy as a wrap-up question?
Oh, Shay.
Oh.
I love Shay so much. I love that. I love her to pieces.
Wait, explain who she is in relation to you. Like, is she just a friend?
Well, she's my cousin from my aunt.
Okay, so your cousin.
Yeah. But I've seen her as my sister for years.
Like, since you met and got reconnected with this side of the family.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
And we've always been really, really close. And especially, like, through this past, like, 2 years, we have just been really close and, like, hadn't even, like, had, like, too big of fights. And she's just always there for me. I'm always there for her. And, like, we stay together, especially, like, against everyone else in the family. Like, you know how it's, like, in, like, a family, like, function, you gravitate towards someone.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's, like, always me and her talking about, everyone, like, the drama in the family.
Well, if
BFFs.
Shay is listening, Caden is beaming while he's talking about you.
Aw.
Yeah, and it's, like, it's even crazy. Because, like, I just can't wait to, like, see what comes next. Because we're even, like, talking about, like, getting an apartment with each other. And maybe even moving down to Florida.
What?
I know. Because college is free, man. College is free. And if college is free, then...
The college is free for Caden in Florida because he was in the foster system in Florida.
So.
Just
Good
don't
to
want
know.
people
I did,
thinking
yeah.
that college is free
in
everywhere.
Florida.
Yeah, don't come to Florida. Don't come to Florida. It's awful.
Yes, there are some benefits even with being adopted from the foster system that you continue to get even though you are now adopted.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
But-
would not have known that. I learned something today.
Yeah. They'll even pay for, like, help pay you for, like, housing, groceries. It's pretty great. And I can't wait to benefit from it. But if I had to pick anyone, it would be Shay. I love her so much. And don't get me wrong, I love Wyatt. But, I don't know. We've always just kind of, like, been in each other's, like, necks. Yeah, that's because we're both boys. So, like...
Well, the question was your sister, Rooy.
See, it's that, yeah.
Yeah,
But I love you,
brothers are
Wyatt.
definitely... I mean, my sister's my sister, Rooy, over my brothers, for sure.
See, yeah.
Better be. Otherwise, I'm throwing hands. Just kidding.
In the air? Like you just don't care?
No, throwing hands means like throwing punches.
Did you... Wait.
I was gonna come beat you up.
Right. Ashley's gonna come beat me up.
Yeah, and I'd hope Shay
I'll sit on
say
you.
everything
I'm
else
taller.
that I said about her to about me. Or else I'd throw hands to her.
You've never heard of the term throwing hands?
Well,
Maybe.
obviously she has in the air.
Like you just
Thank
don't
you,
care.
Caden. Thank you. You know, Caden's starting to really understand me.
Oh, you're great stuff.
You're great stuff. Do you have any questions for either of us?
I don't know, how was your guys' relationship growing up? Like, how was, like, your guys' dynamic? And, like, even, like, the house's dynamic?
Sister and I were super close because when we were growing up, like because I think we had two older brothers, they were already BFFs, I felt like, because they were
They were really close in age.
like a year apart.
I think they were like 18, 19 months apart.
Yeah. So once Ashley was born, I was little 3-year-old me. And
That's like Ace and Sam right now.
yeah, we just did everything together. And then
And I just listened to anything you told me to do, and I just, wanted to hang out with you.
I know. I mean, I did a lot of things that I just couldn't believe. But there was a gap. We won't get into it on this episode because it would be like...
That's a whole other.
Right,
It's a whole other episode.
Yeah. I mean, there was definitely a gap in time where we had a loss of sisterhood. Not that we fought, but there was
That's
a
absent.
gap. Super sad. Yeah, we still get emotional about it. So once we got over that, and here we am. Here we am.
Here we are.
Talking's going
Here
great
we
for you.
are. I know. Put me on the spot of thinking,
I did
And
tell
you
him to
made
ask
me-
the question.
and you made me answer.
Now you know how it
first.
feels.
Once we got over that, here we are. I don't even know what year. It was like soon around the time that I had a breakup. Probably made me really evaluate things. And then I got over it, whatever it was, if it was me.
I just remember you called me to tell me about your breakup, and you were crying on FaceTime or video, whatever it was, and I immediately, like, if I see you cry, even and all the time that we didn't talk to each other for whatever this period of time was, she still called me up crying, and I, like, immediately started crying, and I was like, oh my gosh, what's wrong? What's happening?
Right.
Immediately, I was still there for you.
I know, yeah. So, yeah, there was a brief moment, not a brief, it was a lengthy time where it
was over
impacted
5 years.
Yeah, it impacted, for sure, our relationship that made us both sad. It was obvious to us, and we couldn't really pinpoint why.
Yeah.
And now we got over it somehow.
Now we have a podcast.
Yeah.
And we still, I don't know, we pick up pretty much like we were when we were little, because we know each other and how we think, and we dominate at game nights. So,
Yeah.
like,
We're leaning hard into
like
the
this.
sisterhood now. Even more.
that's why you live 10 minutes away, and we just had babies 34 hours apart.
I know, it's ridiculous.
That's insane.
It's so insane.
But for your second part of your question about our household growing up, I think we've kind of talked about it in our earlier episodes that we were all kind of weirdos, close-knit, call each other weird names, and hence Sister Rooy.
Yeah.
But like close-knit, we still all talk to each other, and
Yeah, with all of our siblings. It's...
none of us fight into our adulthood.
Well, I don't know if a fight... I definitely let them know my feelings when I get to the tip top of...
When you're heightened.
when I've been heightened.
When she's at the peak.
Yes.
And
I couldn't see you angry. In my head, I just can't see you angry.
It's not that she gets angry, it's just that she's emotional.
Yeah, I'll get emotional, and I'll wear it on my sleeve.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can't hide it.
No.
Yeah. But I'm not the type... I want to confront something if there's something wrong, and
it's good.
Yeah.
For your relationships.
I'm like that.
Yeah. That's really what it's all about.
Speaking of relationships also, though, question for Ashley.
Okay.
Dun, dun, dun.
Me and Shay talk about it all the time, that, you and Justin are just goals. You guys just get each other. You work so well together.
Is that also what the kids call it?
Yeah.
Relationship goals.
You are. You're the perfect, idea of,
Aww.
in my head, what, dream partners and soulmates are supposed to be. And I
that
just
makes
want to
me happy.
and I just wanted to know how did you get through all of this, and what makes that your guys' relationship just so strong?
Justin is my best friend. I don't know. Even if
Excuse me. No, just kidding.
even if I'm mad at him, I still want to talk to him and tell him why I'm mad at him.
Goals.
Communication.
Yeah, communication's key.
Although we lack a lot of communication on my part, because he was one of my main, really only ever real relationships. I married technically my first real boyfriend, I feel like.
Yes. There's no feeling. You did.
I had, things in high school, but they weren't really things.
And those were flings.
So, yeah, Justin was my first real deal, and I don't know. Like I said, he's my best friend. I always just want to talk to him. If he's gone for 12 hours, I miss him. And then just kind of going into earlier with the opposites, we just balance each other out really well.
Yeah, that good got back up.
We just continue to put each other first and work hard at our relationship and try to get better. And he betters me. I would like to think I better him in some ways. And like I said, it's just what has worked for us since... Don't make me do the math again.
Or maybe we should.
Because now I'm not pregnant and I can't blame pregnancy brain for the math. But yeah, I'll just say since 2011. You guys can do the math.
Were there any, I don't know, tips that you guys, had, with, fostering?
Oh, for sure.
And
do we end on that? No.
Yeah, no,
Next
there definitely were, because he felt like he was the one that wanted to do it because he had that dream. But I also agreed to it, so it's not like he was the only deciding factor in it. I mean, fostering is tough, and fostering 2 teen boys was tough. But like I said, we're all in this for life. We love you both, and we're so proud of you guys, and you're here visiting us, and it's just our normal now.
Yeah, and I think your perspective, I even remember hearing you say that you learned so much going through it. So even if there were tiffs or anything, Ashley's perspective was that it pushed her and challenged her, and in all of those situations, of course, you're learning something or grown. So
both, yes.
Yeah.
So what would you say is the main important traits or characteristics to have with your partner while going through something as big?
Dang, that's a good question.
I know.
See, so proud of you. Communication. And one of my favorite quotes that I've seen a few times that I feel like I should have kept as a mantra. Well, there's a couple actually. One is, they're not a bad kid. They're just having a tough time or a bad time. And so you just have to work through whatever is happening. And that can be with biological kids, that can be with foster kids, it can be with any kid. It can even be...
It's
Of
anyone.
course.
It can be anyone.
Like,
Yeah.
you just... yeah.
Like,
you know,
even if
and-
you're having a bad day, like, it's just you versus the situation. It's not the person. And the other one comes to mind was, it's you and your partner against the situation or against the problem, and you need to work together, not against each other. And I feel like sometimes we would be both arguing a point on each side when in fact we should have just come together and focused on the problem instead. And I wish we would have done that a little better in the 2+ years that you guys were here.
That's a great answer.
I know.
I do think the last question that we should ask is, what do you remember as your favorite advice from Ashley?
Well, you definitely taught me how to be way more tough. Though compared to Justin.
Like
No.
tough love?
Yeah. Well, yeah. And like, I don't know. Like, yeah, like tough love is a thing. Like, you know what I mean? Because like usually where it's like, I hate you because you took away something, and it's not like I'm gonna like know you for that long, so I'm just gonna always hate you. But if you like, I can hate you for that long. You know what I'm saying?
So like to hold grudges?
Yeah, don't hold. Yeah, that's a way better way. Don't hold grudges.
I will say I am not a person to hold grudges. I easily forgive.
You do.
And
I'm still learning from Ashley on that.
I forgive, but I do remember.
Yeah.
You forgive, but you don't forget.
See.
It's hard.
Well, we will end on that note. We thank you for coming on and sharing a little bit of your story and chatting with us about the foster system.
Oh, I'm so excited. Literally, like when you guys like first like released this like podcast, I'm like, I wonder what I'm gonna be on.
And you were the first guest.
I know, great honor.
I will say we are heading into Foster Care Awareness Month, which I typically share some statistics with the world about. It's like, super informative things that are kind of sad.
It is really sad to just think about it all.
Yeah.
And it just makes me so much grateful and happier that like I hit the jackpot with you guys. I really did hit the jackpot. Because some kids just aren't as lucky as me.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we will also say we hit the jackpot with you guys too.
Aww.
Yes, it is a child enters foster care every 2 minutes. That's 30 times per hour, 720 times per day, and about 262,800 times per year.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Well, I'll add then for our listeners, if you guys have any questions or want insights, I know Ashley will definitely talk about them if you wanted to send her a message.
The system is broken, but we still, foster parents are still needed, for sure.
Yeah.
Especially if you're as great as Justin and Ashley.
Thanks, Caden. If you have questions for Caden, questions for me, questions for Angela.
But what are you really going to have about for me for fostering? But
let us know.
yeah, let us know, and really appreciate you guys taking the time. And until next time, bye.
Bye.
Bye.